Hello guys and welcome back to another video on this channel. Today we're going to go through a different one and perhaps a more personal one, which is the reality of becoming a Forex trader full-time in 2022 and 2023 and beyond. So if this is the first video on the channel that you've seen, basically I have been trading full-time for the past 18 months now, and I've been learning for a total of 5 years, going through different courses and techniques to sort of come to where I am today and create my final sort of trade plan and strategy that I've been sticking to for the past 12 to 18 months. So when I was first introduced to the Forex industry itself, it was all about how to get rich quickly, and everyone was talking about, look at this technique, look at this new industry that people are getting involved in. However, when I started to do my own research into this sort of industry and belief, you began to dig deeper and realize that people were actually getting scammed and falling for this false perception of the industry whereby you were getting, rich overnight. You could invest £1,000, turn it into £10,000 in 24 hours, and people were actually falling for it. And unfortunately, some people don't have that sort of filter where they know what is right and what's wrong. No matter how ridiculous something may seem to some people, other people are going to believe it because you don't know their situation at the time and how badly they want to believe something like this. However, for me, I saw the aura that had surrounded it and that, was it truly something that could get you rich quickly? And the simple answer is no. The actual truth is that you cannot become rich quickly, no matter what you try, unless you've inherited money or inherited a very successful business and taken it over. You cannot become rich quickly. It's just not doable. But it can get you rich quicker than a lot of other ways and careers out there. So heading away from the scams, the other side of the industry is built up of genuine traders who've taken years out of their own time and really begun to gather data on the markets and understand how they operate and work. Obviously, I didn't become full-time overnight. As I've stated previously, it took me 5 years. It shouldn't have to take you 5 years, but because of the different courses I had to go through, I didn't know which one was fully correct. I didn't really know anybody. I sort of just went into it with no knowledge of the course to go for, if you like. But there are traders out there similar to myself that want to share their knowledge and have developed courses for people to actually learn how to trade on the markets and understand price action. What took me 5 years can be learned in a matter of months when you have the correct refined information and technique. I was in a position myself where I was working full time and I knew it just wasn't going to work out in the future, and it wasn't for me. And there's going to be many people out there who are in the same position, so why not share your knowledge with people? If people are willing to learn and put the time in, then it's a good reflection on yourself. But anyway, as a full-time trader or anyone getting into trading, there are some reality checks that you have to go through, and every trader endures on a month-to-month basis. So firstly, I'm going to touch on losing streaks and a bit about that. So losing streaks obviously have an effect on your mindset. Now, the more experienced you are, the less of an effect this may have. But regardless of this, it always plays a little trick on your mind from time to time. Now, if you're one of these people that, like I've mentioned before, that believes Forex is a get-rich-quick scheme and you begin to go through losing streaks yourself, your mindset will be affected massively. You're going into this thinking, oh, I'm going to make all this money, and then suddenly you lose a couple of trades in a row, and if they're the first trades you've ever taken, you're going to be hugely disheartened, and it could just ruin your career from the start if you were trying to get into something such as this. So obviously, being able to overcome losing streaks is one of the most important abilities to have as a Forex trader. You're always going to go through losses. No one has 100% strike rate. No one even really has 80%, 70% constantly on a month-to-month basis. Now, if you remove the factor of getting rich quick and you put in place patience from the start, then this is where you can really overcome your losing streaks and, concentrate on, all right, well, I've just had a loss. Where did I go wrong? And learning from your losses and mistakes really will boost your career in trading. A lot of losses are also taken from not being patient enough. You're trying to force a move. If you haven't seen a trade for 2 weeks and you're not happy about it, you want to see money coming in. Sometimes you force trades, and that's part of keeping that patience in place, because if you've got a 60% strike rate, suddenly that could be reduced to 30% because you're taking unnecessary trades, and as a result, you're losing some of your profits. Now, this leads me on to the second topic, which is losing money. So as I've stated already, losing is part and parcel of the game. I've probably touched on this in other videos as well. It's just an important thing that you have to get into your head from the start, and then it won't affect you as much down the line. Now, obviously, when you go live, you are depositing money into an account that's your own. You might have saved that up over a period of time, or you will have earned that money probably through hard work in a job yourself. So you obviously don't want to get into this too quickly, put your money in that you've saved and then suddenly lose it. So when you lose money, which is inevitable at times, make sure you're only trading with money that you can afford to lose or that you're happy to risk. So an example of this would be, let's say you save £300 a month and you're now at a point where your plan has proved to be a success through demo testing and back testing. You've gathered plenty of data. Now you want to go ahead and replicate this with live money. Now it's a new month, you go ahead and open your live account and you decide to deposit that £300 into your account as opposed to saving it into your bank account. So you've got £300 to trade with. You begin trading with 1% risk and you lose your first 2 trades. You've lost a total of 2%, which in capital terms would be £6, which for anyone who's working full-time, even part-time really, £6 isn't that much of a deal. It's not going to play on your mind too much. However, let's say you've still had the same job, but you've saved £20,000, okay? This £20,000 is all you've got. It's all your savings. It's took you 4 or 5 years to get to this level of savings. So you decide you've proven to yourself on a demo account and data collection that your plan works. Why not put £20,000 in? Now you place the £20,000 that you've worked so hard to save, and then you lose 2 trades in a row. 1% risk, so that's 2%. And in capital terms, this is actually £400. So when you're starting out and you take 2 losses in a row, which you're going to be more comfortable with taking and which is going to affect your psychology less? Losing £6 or losing 400? Well, it's pretty obvious that it would be the £6. £400 is going to be a significant dent. It's a lot of money. So always consider when going live, just deposit money that you can afford to lose, which moves me on to the next topic. Steady growth is literally good for any person or any business. You want a steady growth that's constant rather than losing a lot of money one month, then making slightly more the next, and then losing a lot, and so on and so forth. It's just too much, and it can really affect your mindset too much and put you off track and start doubting yourself and all sorts. With the options as a trader, going live to me should just be about proving it to yourself, steadily growing your account. Give yourself 3-4 months live and don't worry about making money at this point. Just worry about percentage profit. And that is because once you've sort of got 3 months, 4 months worth of consistency, then you can look to take out a funded challenge. So when you go for a funded challenge, you've already proven to yourself on the live markets that you can trade and you can take the emotions on board as well to a certain degree. So these 3 topics going hand in hand, understanding firstly that Forex is not a get rich quick scheme, accepting that you're going to lose trades and you're prepared to lose money that you've deposited. That's another big thing to take on board. And then finally, not worrying about getting rich quick, just enjoying the process, learning, building your knowledge, and then this will ultimately lead to consistency and steady growth to riches that you wanted to achieve in a couple of years down the line. So I hope this video made sense and that it gave you a good insight into the reality of being a Forex trader. You know, nothing's ever plain sailing. There's always ups and downs, but if you've taken time out and been patient in your build up of knowledge, then you'll come to a point where you can steadily grow and grow and grow over time, and the downs become less and less and less, and the ups become more and more and more. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.